Welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. On the mics, we have my man, your man, the Z-Man. What's up, Z?
Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. 'Cause if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me.
All right. On the other mic, we have the illustrious Corey G. What is up, buddy?
Nothing, dude. Just working a lot, drinking a lot, coughing a lot.
All right. What up, everybody? I'm Spear. This week, something must be done about stupid product names. You've run across them. They're everywhere. They're in cars. They're in cell phones. They're in nail polish. They're all over the place. And something must be done about them. And I'm pretty sure, Ganthor, and the idea for this show came out of your sick and twisted mind, did it not?
It did.
What was it that
I don't
you
think
started?
my mind's sick and twisted. I just hate things.
Okay. All right, well, why did you hate this particular thing?
Well, I don't... see, I could frame it as like an iPod or iPhone fanboy versus Android losers. And that might be the way to go, but Samsung, they got this ad for their new Android phone of the week. And it's the, well, I guess it used to be called the Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch.
Right, that's the Sprint variant of the Samsung Galaxy S2.
That's a lot of words.
I didn't know that was a Sprint variant. I
Yeah.
thought that was just what it was called.
Well, no. So here's the fun part about this particular phone. This particular phone, its name was the Samsung Galaxy S2, and in North America alone, it has several names for the different variants for different carriers.
What, did you do homework again?
Yeah.
Or did intern do it?
No, I did this.
Okay.
Okay. In Canada, for some carriers, it's called the Samsung Galaxy S2 4G. For other carriers, it's either called the Samsung Galaxy S2X or Samsung Galaxy S2 LTE. In here in the U.S., there's three different variants. There's the aforementioned Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch, and then there's the Samsung Galaxy S2 Skyrocket, and the Samsung Galaxy S2 T-Mobile. It's all the same goddamn phone.
And it, like Zeth said, all of them, way too many words.
Way too many words.
How
What
about
idiot thought up that name? I mean, seriously. iPhone and Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch.
The thing about the iPhone, and the reason the Apple products have such strong kind of brand consciousness is because it's something that people can instantly latch onto. An iPod, an iTouch, or an iPhone or an iPad.
It's actually iPod Touch.
iPod Touch, but so it's that little I in the front of whatever they put in front of it. It's genius because it automatically identifies it as an Apple product. Started with the iMac, did it not?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that was part of Apple's genius with kind of setting up their brand.
So that's the way to do it. Samsung, that is not the way to do it. I think you should fire whatever dumb fuck came up and hire the Four Listeners House of Product Name Consulting.
There you go. Absolutely.
Do not play that sound clip.
Oh, I gotta play the jingle.
No, don't do it.
I gotta play the jingle.
I swear to God, don't do it.
I gotta play the jingle.
For listeners' house of celebrity consulting.
That's like my one weakness on this show.
That's it?
I think so.
I like it. I don't mind it.
I hate it. I hate it down into my genes. My DNA hates it.
Cell phones, though, cell phones are notoriously bad. There have been some absolutely terrible names of cell phones throughout the years. Probably one of the most infamous is the Vergatorio. It was a budget phone launched in Venezuela by the president of Venezuela, President Hugo Chavez. The interesting part about the Vergatorio is that the root of it, verga, translates to penis. So the president of the fucking country named the phone after a fucking penis.
Did he do it as a joke?
I don't think so, dude. I don't know. There's a picture of him. Maybe we can post this on the Facebook page. There's a picture of him introducing the phone. He's holding it up next to his face with a big old smile on his face. I don't know what that tells you about President Hugo Chavez, but it's an interesting name for a phone. There's a few others. I'd like to go through some of the other cell phone things later. Have a little game we're gonna play if you guys don't mind.
Okay.
I'm not really paying attention. So.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna move on to cars because cars are.
Where's the game?
What's that?
Where's the game?
Well, we're gonna play the game. I got to get through a few things before we play the
You
game.
just said you're gonna move on.
I'm gonna move on to the next topic, which would be cars, and then we'll talk about a few other things, and then we'll get to play the game.
Fine.
Okay. So cars, they are notorious for being poorly named. Here's one you'll like if you're talking about too many words. The Toyota Estima Lucida G Luxury Joyful Canopy.
Japanese?
This was a van in Japan that was known in the U.S. market as a Toyota Previa.
I had one of those. Hated it. I had to drive it in high school.
The Nissan Homey Superlong. The Studebaker Dictator.
That sounds like an awesome car.
The Mazda Scrum Wagon. I don't even know what that means.
I hate Scrum, so I hate that car.
There you go. There have also been. There's also a trend for car names. There's a trend for car names where they're named something that has a different meaning in other languages. Probably the most famous of which is
Chevy Nova.
The Chevy Nova, right? Nova meaning or Nova meaning don't go. which is apropos, I think, for the Chevy Nova. Another one, the Ford Pinto. Pinto being a Portuguese word for a tiny penis. Mitsubishi planned to put out a car called the Pajero, not realizing that in Spanish-speaking countries, Pajero is a noun meaning jerk off.
Nice. I think if I ran a car company, I would just name it Asshole.
Balls.
You know, the Corey G Asshole. And that's what I would sell it. People would probably buy it.
I would call it the Come Lick My Balls.
That's kind of a long name for a car, dude.
The CLMB.
Yeah, if all you have to do is abbreviate it, yeah. No.
Was it the Gremlin? That was also another stupid name for a car.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
And I mean, the ones I have right now, I can't stand are the Cube. I hate that fucking car.
Well, that's because it looks stupid on top
Yeah,
of
it's-
having a dumb name,
And it's
Yeah.
asymmetrical.
right?
Yeah, I can't
Um,
stand that. Somebody makes a car with an apostrophe in its name. I think it's CEE apostrophe D.
What?
Yeah. I have to look it up now.
What was that stupid one, the other one I saw the other day? Was it the Fit? Is it
The
a
Honda
Ford
Fit. That's right, yes.
Honda Fit?
The Honda Fit.
Is that supposed to be it's so small that it'll fit in any parking spot? Or, like, the people who drive it have to be small and fit because you can't fit in it if you're fat?
I don't know.
Kia makes the Seed.
Is that what it is?
Seed?
CEED?
CEE apostrophe D.
You see? Anything with an apostrophe, violation.
Yeah, just wrong.
Violation.
Any kind of name.
Violation.
You know what? I like cars that come up with, like, names that are, like, numbers. Like the BMW 3 Series. I know what that is. You know, the 3's the little one, the 5's the middle one, the 6, the 7's the big one.
Well, Audi's got the A4, A6, A8.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, Volkswagen comes up with, like, German names. It's like walking into IKEA and trying to figure out what the fuck anything is.
That's exactly a topic we should talk about. Fuck you, IKEA.
With your Swedish
Fuck
words.
you, IKEA. And your little fucking Allen wrenches.
Hate those pooply kids so much.
Fuck your Allen wrenches and fuck your pithy Swedish names of shit.
Except for your Swedish meatballs, which are awesome.
They are, in fact, very, very good.
And very cheap.
Yes, very good. So Z, you also had a little thing with medications, right?
Yeah, medications are just crazy. And I forgot to look this up, so hold on, let's put in our Jeopardy songs. Why are medications fucked up? Have fucked up names?
Yeah.
Have Z's in their name. Use of these letters relates to the imperative to make a brand name highly visible in a crowd. Reflecting their infrequent occurrence in English words, X and Z account for 8 and 10 points in Scrabble, the highest values along with J and Q in the game, so names that contain them are likely to be seen as special and memorable. If you meet them in running text, they stand out, is one way an industry insider explains. Yeah, so they're trying to score large Scrabble points in their names.
That's what it is. That's all it is. Pharmaceutical companies are trying to increase their Scrabble scores.
But you can't use them because they're brand names, so you can't actually use them in Scrabble.
That doesn't stop some asshole from using brand names in Scrabble.
Xerox is a perfectly good name to play. It's not even a name, it's a verb. Okay, you Xerox something. It is a perfectly reasonable word to play. Do not start with
it's
me.
trademarked.
It's not.
Yeah, you can't use that because that's the same thing as Kleenex and Jello, and neither of those should be legal.
It's been brought into the language as
Bullshit, fuck you. We are doing this show. Sphere's goddamn cheating Scrabble words.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's throw it out there for Windows too, just before we move on. Do you remember when Microsoft came out with Vista?
I do. Do you remember when
Microsoft came out with Microsoft Windows Vista Ultimate Upgrade Limited Number Special Edition?
Wow, really?
Do you remember when?
Limited Number Signature Edition. Excuse me. A name so big that it didn't even fit on its own box.
Do you remember when Microsoft came out with Windows Millennium Edition?
Yes, ME.
Right, because they couldn't use Windows 2000. They went from Windows 95 to Windows 98 to Windows 2000, but they couldn't use Windows 2000 because they already assigned that as the successor to Windows NT, whatever the fuck that meant.
Well, server upgrade. It was next technology. It was NT.
Right. Okay, so
new technology. I remember.
So they gave it Windows Millennium Edition. Where do you guys come down on like Apple and Google for their different operating systems? They don't use version numbers anymore.
Lion.
Right. It's for Apple.
Gingerbread.
For Apple, it's been a series of like big cats. Right. There was Snow Leopard. There was Lion. What was the one before that? Wasn't it like Jaguar or some shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
Leopard,
right?
Jaguar, Tiger,
right?
Panther.
And Apple's been using Lions. Google has been using for their Android releases. They've been using desserts.
Well, at least you know which one's which and what order they came in because they're alphabetical.
I did not notice that.
I did not notice that either.
Gingerbread honeycomb ice cream sandwich.
Well, now that you pointed out, it's obvious, asshole.
So for that, I have no issue with it because at least you know that which one is the later version.
Yeah, apples are ranked by awesomeness, I think.
But what comes after Lion now?
Are we going to get into bears now? We're going to get which bear is best.
I mean, the lion's the king of the jungle, though, right? I mean, what else are you going to do after that?
Well, they kind of painted themselves into a corner, didn't they?
A little bit, right? So if they're going to go with the awesome scale, I think they might have fucked themselves.
Well, I guess there's Liger.
Oh yeah, Liger beats all.
Liger.
It's a lion and a tiger. Come on, how can it not be the best thing in the world?
Yeah, they're fucking huge.
One other thing I want to make mention of is, and this comes out of our R&D staff, our research staff, is nail polish. Sometimes if you're trying to find the right color of a nail polish, they will include the color of the nail polish in the name, and they'll be cute about it. Like,
do you have this issue a lot? Trying to find the right color nail polish?
I do, yeah. Keep in mind this came from, our female research staff, and be grateful that we have a research staff. So shut the fuck up about it. Let me go through this.
All right.
We have black cherry chutney, or San Tantonio. So some of them have at least a hint of what name what color you're actually trying to get here. Others don't, like Mermaid Tears. Mermaid Tears from the Pirates of the Caribbean Opie nail polish collection, which, as you can probably guess, is a fashionable blue.
I bet you Mermaid Tears are delicious.
Yeah, these aren't even the best ones, right? The best ones here. I'm Not Really a Waitress, which is
That's a color?
It's a color. I'm not really a waitress, which is according to this, it's a vivacious Chianti red.
Oh.
Friar, pants on fire. A red so hot it's almost scandalous.
Almost.
Here is a nail polish color called Jizz. Guess what color it is?
I'm going to say opalescent white.
You bet. Here's my absolute favorite. It's called I'm Not Really a Whore and Left Him Cuffed to the Bed.
What color says that?
That's just stupid.
What color says that? What color says I'm not really a whore and left him cuffed to the bed?
Is it red?
It's a hot pink, if you will.
I will.
You know what else is a stupid product name?
What else?
Things that look like they're misspelled, but they're not. Well, at least, I guess, I'm assuming they're not. So, like, I think Compaq used to make the Portage notebooks. You ever seen one of them?
No.
Well, it looks like it's supposed to be Protege, and some dumb fuck executive just spelled it wrong.
Ah, so they were trying to be clever with their spelling.
I guess. I'm just assuming that name just fills me with rage.
because of the cleverness?
Because you know it was a dumb fuck executive that misspelled Protege. VP Bob fucked up and misspelled the word, but we're stuck with it now because marketing printed up all the material, so just roll with it, guys.
Well, then I'm not going to buy that shit strictly out of their fucking laziness. You know? If you can't fucking spell check your product name, I'm not buying it. Fuck you.
Well, it's like the appearance of impropriety or whatever, right? If it looks like it's bad, it's going to be interpreted as bad, even though it may not be. So if you spell your product name and it looks like you misspelled the word, I'm going to assume that you did. And you're stupid, and your company doesn't deserve money.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Thanks, buddy.
I bought the product the other day. I totally forgot about this one. I bought the new Volcano Flow.
Fuck is that?
Yeah, is it tampons?
No, it's a space shifter. It's the new thing. It's like, is it space shifter? Is that what they're calling them now? It's when you can watch TV from not your house. It's like a sling box.
Oh.
What's it called?
Volcano, but it's spelled Vulkano.
Oh my god.
Dude,
So-
why would you buy that? Take that back right now.
It's pretty
Write a
cool.
bad review on Amazon and take it back.
It's pretty cool. It's a sub $100 place shifter, which is like Slingbox is like a couple $100, $300 or whatever, and it's pretty good quality. But I heard about it through my cable guy. He was over here. He showed me it. He showed me a demo on his phone, and it looked pretty cool. And
What
so
else
I
did
go.
he show you?
And he showed me his other Volcano. Yes. So I go to Google it, and of course I don't know how to spell volcano that way, so I spell volcano, and I can't find this fucking thing. And so I'm looking all around, and I find this other thing, and I was like, oh, these guys have it, but they spelled it wrong, so I don't think that's real. And then I'm trying to find this product company. I can't even find this company, and it turns out it's because they fucking spelled their name wrong.
You shouldn't have bought it just for that. Just for the
Yeah,
aggravation that they put you
seriously.
through. Because you couldn't fucking find it, so you shouldn't have bought it.
I wanted it.
You got to vote with your dollar. If there's one thing that we've established, is that for stupid shit like this, you have to vote with your dollar.
Yeah, that's true, but I wanted it.
Fuck, dude. Violation.
God, can we stop talking about this shit?
Yes, we can. Let's play a game.
Let's play the game.
Let's play a game. So
What are the prizes? What do we win?
all right. I don't know if we win anything. You win my respect if you manage to discern these things. So we're gonna play a game. I'm gonna give you a product name, and you're gonna tell me whether it's a car, a medication, or a cell phone. All
This
right.
is like animal, mineral, vegetable.
Right.
I'm gonna tear you up in this.
All right.
All right, we're gonna keep score. Should I keep score? I'll keep score.
Yeah, let's keep score. All right. I'm gonna throw a.
Are there different difficulty levels? Can I buy a vowel?
No.
Okay.
You must choose one of the three. And
Okay.
I'm gonna start with a freebie. Celebrex.
That's a drug.
Ganthor?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, drug.
A drug it is. Let's try bongo.
Cell phone.
I will agree.
It is a car. It is a Mazda van.
Fuck.
You are awarded no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I didn't know you were gonna do cars in foreign countries.
It's a Mazda.
Was it ever sold in the U.S.?
I am not entirely sure.
Probably not.
Probably not. How about this one? The Cha-Cha.
The Cha-Cha, I will say, is a cell phone.
Yeah.
Cell phone
Same.
it is. It's an HTC cell phone. How about Achieva?
Car.
Ganthor says car.
I think it's a car, but I think it's a medication. I'm going to go medication.
It is an Oldsmobile. An Oldsmobile
Booyah.
Achieva, and it actually was sold here in the States. I know this because my father had one when I was a kid. How about Alero?
That is drug.
Car.
Zeth says drug.
Drug.
Ganthorn says car. It is a car, an Oldsmobile. Again, Oldsmobile Alero.
Winner.
So Ganthorn's got two.
Gantron has 4, Zeth has 2.
All right, so
I'm
four,
+2.
plus 2. Razzle.
That's a candy.
That is a candy.
Razzle.
Cell phone.
Ganthorn says
Agree.
cell phone. Zeth says cell phone. You are correct. It is a cell phone that was offered by Verizon Wireless. How about Fusic?
Fusic. Can you spell that?
Fusic. Fusic.
Car.
Ganthorn says car.
Hold on, this is my turn to go first.
Oh, all right.
No, I didn't know we were taking turns.
Ganthorn.
Fusic. It doesn't have enough funny letters in it to be a medication. I'll agree. Car.
It is a cell phone offered by LG.
Fucker.
That's stupid.
Gleevec.
That's a drug.
Drug.
Drug. Correct. Xgeva.
Can you spell it?
Xgeva. Xgeva.
Cell phone.
Yeah, cell phone.
It is a medication.
What?
Xgeva is a medication for cancer-related bone fractures.
That sounds nasty.
I suck at this game.
How about Intrigue?
Car.
Perfume. Intrigue. I'm going to go with a cell phone.
It is a car. Again, an Oldsmobile car. The Oldsmobiles are fucking with you, Zach. They're just totally fucking with you, man.
+4.
Vibrid.
Is there a 5-run mercy rule?
I will keep going. We'll give Zeth some opportunity to try to catch up here. I'll call it if it gets out of hand. Vibrid. Viibryd. Vibrid.
Cell phone.
Yeah, cell phone.
It is a medication.
Shit.
Vibrid is a depression medication. The
I was gonna say
clinical
that.
name is Vilazodone. Supernova.
Car.
I know the Nova's a car. I don't know if it's Supernova is a car. Supernova sounds like a really bad idea for a car name, though. I will go cell phone.
Cell phone. It is a Nokia cell phone.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Zeth mounts a furious comeback.
7-5.
Ravine.
Ravine is a drug.
Ganthorn.
Drug.
You both said drug. Ravine is a Casio phone, a military-grade mobile phone. Rumor.
Whose turn?
I don't care. I'll go first. Cell phone.
Phone.
Phone is correct. It is an LG phone. Jest.
Cell phone.
Yeah, cell phone.
Okay. It is a cell phone. What's the score? We're still
9-7.
at 7-5?
9-7.
9-7. All right.
What? Oh, I guess you got Supernova right.
Yeah.
9-7.
Okay, so I'm +2.
Your boy.
Car.
Car.
It is a drug for metastatic melanoma.
Sounds like convoy.
It's a dumb drug name. I would never take that.
Okay, one more. Well, two. All right, this is it. This is for the. If you get this right, Z, we'll keep going. If you get it wrong, well, we'll end the game right here. It's 9-7. Here it comes. Bravada.
Could be everything. I think it's all 3 of them.
Car.
I'm going
car.
to say, if I have to pick a choice, I'm going to say medication.
It's an Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile.
Dude, what the fuck is up with Oldsmobiles and weird-ass names?
Congratulations, Ganthorn. Good job. You got the 10.
Thanks.
You got the 10 first. Good job.
Oldsmobile saved me.
Oldsmobiles. Oldsmobiles killed you, Zeth.
Guess I got to study.
So what do we learn?
We learned that if you score your product's name in Scrabble and you get more than 20 points, it's not a good name.
Right. Ganthorn, what did you learn?
I learned that marketing executives are stupid and companies would be better off by hiring us to come up with product names.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Look forward to buying your Chevrolet asshole next year.
There you go. I learned that it is very difficult to tell the difference between a cell phone, the name of a cell phone, the name of a medication, and the name of a car, especially if the car is an Oldsmobile.
I agree with that one.
Yep. So if you have any other stupid product names, or have any ideas for how you might change a product name, why don't you go ahead and post them on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. Check us out on the iTunes. iTunes, instantly recognizable. Go ahead and set your subscriptions. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.
More listeners, bitches.
Everyone would